Class teams assignments using rubrics. One of the nice things about class teams and assignments is that you can create rubrics or use rubrics that you've already created from within teams. Let's start a new assignment. I'm going to click on Create and then Assignment. I'll give my assignment a title. I'll add some instructions. And I'm going to attach a resource. In this case, a page from my class notebook. Assign which folder it is going to go into for students. And then give it some points. Now I'm going to add a rubric. If I've already created a rubric in a prior assignment, I can select this here. Or I can just go to Add Rubric to start from scratch. It will open up a template with some fields pre-filled, but you can change them or edit them. You can enter descriptions. In this case, I'm going to copy and paste in some information from another document. And I'm going to change those headings. If I want to add an extra row, I click the plus here, and then I can continue to build my rubric. You'll notice that if you make a mistake in your typing, it doesn't show up. Unfortunately, there is no spell check in here. So you must make sure you reread what you've typed or copy and paste from an existing document. Once you've completed your rubric, you can enter in percentages for each of the different categories you've put in. Give your rubric a title and then you can attach it. You can always go in and edit it if you need to, or make changes later just by clicking and then clicking on Edit. If you want to share this rubric with another teacher, you can download it as a CSV file. When you click here, it will download a file, and you'll notice that if I double click on it, it will open up in Excel. It looks a bit funny, but don't worry too much about how it looks. If a teacher imports this into a Teams assignment, the program will know exactly what it needs to do to make it look like the rubric that you see here. When you've finished editing, press Close. Again, you can assign it to multiple classes, set the due date, or set it to be assigned in the future. Decide which students you want to assign the assignment to. And then when you're ready, click on Assign. Now, let's go in and have a look at that problem. If we click here, we can see the student's work. We'll be able to see the OneNote page created for the student. And if we click on Rubric, here we see our rubric. I can then go in and mark the student's work according to the rubric. If I want to add individual feedback, I can here as well. And when I'm done, I click on Done. If I click here, the rubric opens in a new window, and I'm able to give feedback and mark the rubric all in one place. Unfortunately, if I click here to download as a CSV file, it won't keep those comments or what boxes I've selected. The only way in order to get a nice printout of that is to take a screenshot. If I go in as a student, this is what I'll see. I'll see any feedback the teacher has given me. I'll see my marks, and if I click on rubric, I'll see that feedback with the rubric as in the teacher view. Notice that the student also has the possibility to hand in again and can review their work directly from within their view of the assignment.